What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Casual Footy Takes. It's your host, Spider, back here with my two co-hosts and our special guest, Draymond. We had to break the breaking news for y'all. We have to come out of retirement for the podcast.
It just happened right now.
It just happened right now. The news just broke right now.
Get updates. Hold on.
We had to talk about the Man City news. This was a big deal. You know, we have these two Man City disgusting cheaters on the
Hey, bro. Accusations, first of all. Don't call me no cheater.
Alleged, and we had to mix it up and bring a united perspective of it because they might owe you something.
Yo, you know who else? We got two godly niggas that think they want some titles.
Hey. But yeah, let's get into it right away. Off the bat, City have been charged with more than 100 breaches of rules that required the club, according to the Premier League, to provide accurate financial information that gives a true and fair view of the club's financial position. That is the biggest accusation right now on the table. And
this is the biggest accusation of all time.
It's not the first time. It's not the first time.
I mean, first
actually, it's the same
actually,
thing over multiple years.
Yeah, but it's the same case.
Yeah. You know what happened first, right?
Mm-hmm.
We beat UEFA. We taught them a lesson. You know, now they're off our backs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, Premier League trying to do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, 100. It's a lot. That's a large number, right?
The difference between the Champions League and the Premier League is that Premier League, I believe Champions League had like a time.
Like a time bar thing. Yeah, they were like
exactly,
a time.
where they couldn't go more than 5 years. But the Premier League doesn't have that rule.
They're going back, way back.
They can go way back as they want.
Yeah, I mean, they already went back. It's from 2009 to 2017-18, basically.
Yeah.
So almost 10 years
Yeah.
of allegations building up, which are, at this time, false. Let's
And,
get that straight.
Well, no, at this time, it's allegation. It's not false.
Yeah.
It's not lie. It's not true. We don't care what they are. And the scary part about it is the fact that the Premier League took 5 years to investigate this. To be honest, I thought we would never see the day of light.
When they bring this.
Yeah, I never thought they would. I thought they would let it just simmer around, let everybody forget about it. Nobody will remember it.
I don't think even Man City were expecting it, because when it came out today, they were surprised.
Yeah.
Right?
But how did this even happen, though? So they're lying for 8 years, right? Allegedly, they're just scamming the Bucks. They're doing some crazy stuff. How did they not see it coming, though, if they failed to cooperate all those years?
I think it all started, like, I could be wrong, but I think it all started post-COVID, right? When that first report came out.
It
It's
started
2018
with-
leaks. Their speaker leaked
Yeah,
something.
it's
Oh.
You remember that?
I remember that. Totally
it was
forgot
a
about that.
Portuguese hacker that
Yeah, it was a
hacked
hacker.
into,
Yeah.
multiple stuff, and then he sold that information or gave it to the Spiegel, and then the Spiegel
They released it, I
they
think.
released it, and it's not only City, it's multiple other stuff, and I believe right now he's also in court in Portugal, so.
But the thing is that when it failed with UEFA, it's because I think it's because of the time and the way they got the information is illegal, so you can't bring that into court.
Exactly.
Like, it
They
doesn't
couldn't
matter, right?
use
Yeah.
the way that they couldn't use the information from the hack because the hacker was the source or the newspaper was the source. So
But now the problem is with the Premier League, though. It's
There's
the
no
punishments that could happen, right? Literally, point deduction right now. If you gave me that on the table right now, I'm snatching it.
They're taking the fight.
I'm snatching it.
Title's over right now. After we lost the game to Tottenham, it's over.
Yeah.
Might as well. You take all the points you want.
But no, about previous titles.
Oh, no, you can't
That's
do that,
weird.
bro.
I'm not gonna
What
lie.
do you mean?
Right now.
According to the rule, they can.
Okay,
So
you
right
know-
now, look, right, you get 3-3, right? It's not the same though. At the time,
No,
all those
obviously it's not
that
the same.
Aguero
It's
goal.
not the same. But if
You
he told me 2023 Steven Gerrard's a Premier League champion, I'm taking that every single
Is it
day.
gonna
of the
hit
week.
though? Is it gonna hit?
It's gonna hit like crack. It's gonna hit like crack.
It's not gonna hit,
It's
bro.
still hitting. As far as
All those years.
we're bringing back the whole parade 3 years portrayed 3 different buses each year, different buses.
Imagine being a Liverpool fan and not seeing your team lifting a title, and yet you still have
Is it-
titles.
You know the thing that I don't agree about the titles, right? It's not about the team. It's that it's unfair on the players.
Unfair on the players.
On the players, because the players
didn't
had
do
nothing
anything,
to do with this, though. They're on the pitch performing week in, week out for 38 games. It's literally, you can't just take the titles away from them. You gotta punish the club, like relegating the club, all that.
And in a way, to put aside everything, being a United fan and all of that, I think this punishes the fans more than it punishes the owners or the people, the executive, and all the stuff
obviously.
like that. I think that there should be a rule where stuff like this, when they happen, there shouldn't be a slap on the hand and let them move on. Or
You talk about
but
Sun.
hey, nevertheless,
About the belt.
nevertheless, I am really enjoying every single minute of this dilemma that City is facing. I want to see City in relegation, Gillingham in there, whatever league they're on. That's what I want to see.
City versus Stoke City.
Oh, let's bring the Windy Knights and Stoke.
But first, listen one thing, right? I think if relegation or something of that matter were to happen, I think City would just join the Super League. Let's be honest.
But the problem with the Super League for you guys is that you guys don't have the same pull as, let's say, if United would decided to join the Super League. You guys don't have that pull.
No, we don't have the same. You can say we don't have the same pull, right? But we have the money.
You have the money.
Right.
So
We
does
have the
Real.
money.
So does Barcelona.
No, there's the reason they're doing they're trying to compete money-wise with the Premier League. That's the reason they're trying to have the Super League.
This is the difference, though. If you guys get found guilty and got sent into the whatever league it might be, relegation or whatever it might be, it's not only the league that's coming after you. It's every team that you face in a final that might have cost the Champions League spot or a Europa League spot because of you guys winning it. Every team will be like, hey, it happened before where Sheffield United got sued they sued West Ham because of a Tevez goal. So anything like that can happen where they had West Ham, I believe, paid back money to Sheffield because of that.
My Fidi, first of all, money's not a problem, right? You can
No,
deal with that.
no.
Like,
But-
what
but
can you do for
money-
teams that
money
if
would
you
be a
take the
problem.
Champions League spot years ago, though?
Money will be a problem when, 20, 40 teams coming after you.
For what?
That would be a problem.
Yeah, listen though, if you take a team's Champions League spot, right, and the Champions League happened like 4 or 5 years ago, what could they do though? Like the spot is gone, the tournament's already played in 5 years ago.
No.
But they can say, hey, we lost on this type of tickets, this amount of tickets. We lost on this type of TV revenue.
Does that even work? Does that hold up?
That's what happened to West Ham.
But that's not gonna make sense because every team's gonna be like, yo, we lost this game to them. We could have been safe from relegation or anything.
And that's what Draymond, that's the point he's making
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I
Just
think
saying.
that's where it gets to a point where it's not too much.
Because it's not a problem where the league just punishes you. Imagine if every team in the league comes after you. Then you have a problem.
First of all, those teams in the league they're already snitching, like we know.
Yeah.
4, 5,
And they're gonna
6
make it
years.
even way
All
worse
these
than
leagues
you.
going behind our back snitching because they scared. You know why? Because there's one thing a team can spend and spend, you know? Other teams don't care as long as they don't win, right? Let's be honest, right? But when the team dominates, that's when they go behind their back, start snitching. Yo, look into this. You see this? There's papers from 2012, Arsenal doing it.
In my opinion, I think you guys should have taken that punishment from UEFA where you get suspended for 2 seasons, maybe even farther and just made it 1 season, and all of this will have been behind you.
No, I think Premier League still would have done their own.
They would have done their own. Look
I
what
understand
happened
his
to
point he's
Chelsea.
making, though.
Look what happened to Chelsea. They got given 2 years of transfer ban.
Yeah.
But guess what happened? They only made it 1. They took the L. They moved on. They're now surviving.
The problem
Yeah.
is,
But
no.
look, the problem is the UEFA one is only from like 2018 to right now, right?
Yeah.
Premier League, they don't care about that. They went from 09 to 18.
Yeah, that's because
So it
that's
doesn't-
when all of this started, where your coach was getting under the table money.
Allegedly,
from
yo,
someone.
allegedly.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's the craziest.
1.75 million to advising Abu Dhabi.
Allegedly.
I heard he's
And at
making
the
more
time-
from there than the
Yeah,
actual
If I'm
club.
not
Actual
mistaken,
city.
at
That's
the time,
actually
he was
insane.
the highest paid manager at the time.
And
So
he won us a
and he
title.
was
But
still
I don't
getting
get that
more
stuff,
money.
though.
Yeah, that's insane, right?
Like,
That's
if a
insane.
guy
Well,
is
they're
on the
popular,
contract,
too.
right? And then the owner, right, is different, is giving him something on the side. Like, what does that have to do?
But
Why
then-
watch pocket watching?
That's why we have financial fair play, buddy.
Oh, we don't have financial fair play anymore, but look
We-
what
we-
Chelsea
we-
just did.
We don't have it. And the moment I found out we don't have it, Jose literally perfected it well when Man City only got fined for what, 10 million or something like that. He said, I don't remember exactly his code. He was like, hey, if they're guilty, then they should get punished. If they're not guilty, then this should have happened. Something like that. I forgot exact code of him. But he had a good point at the time, because if you guys got away with it at the time, what's the point of stopping any other team from doing
From
it?
spending, yeah. You just pay the fine.
Yeah, you just paid the fine.
But that's...
And sorry,
Good,
to add on,
good. Finish up.
City should not be, whatever punishment is coming should not be money, should not be fines or stuff like that. I want
Yeah, this guy wants the
relegation,
soon. He
Yo,
wants the
Fidi.
soon.
point deduction,
He wants the soon.
stripping of titles,
Aye.
all of that.
There's only going this way. It can only go 2 ways, right? if the Premier League's right, you're right. There's no point of doing a 10 million fine, right? That doesn't matter. That's
Go
not
all
going to
out.
deter them, right? Either you go all out, right? And then on the other side, if they're wrong, right, to let the Premier League know, we coming after you, bro. This been going after our brand for almost 2 decades now. I'm tired of this.
He said
Put that
brand.
foot down.
What brand? What brand
So,
you got?
but what can you do? But what can you do?
But if they're this, what's it called, the information of character, if they keep doing this,
Sue
they
the
ruin the
Premier
brand.
League?
Yeah,
Sue
sue
the
them.
Premier League?
Yeah.
So you're not getting bread.
But look at that. Why would the Premier League? Why would the Premier League at the same time want her Man City? Because they make money from City right now.
Yeah.
They're one of their big teams. They win. They watch.
They don't
people
need
watch
City
them.
though. That's the problem. They don't need City.
Ali could say we don't need a team, but at the same time they bring in revenue for you. At the end of the day, it's all about money. Let's be honest, right?
The teams you cannot, the Premier League, the teams they cannot lose is the likes of Arsenal, United.
Oh, those teams were
Liverpool.
bottom of the barrel, but people are still watching
Even to
Premier
the
League.
extent of Arsenal and even Newcastle has more of a lucrative
Oh
to
my
them
bro.
than
Don't say
United.
Newcastle's
crazy.
right now.
Yes.
They could be in League 2. We will not care, bro. Stop.
They can be in League 2 and they'll still sell out the whole fucking stadium.
Okay, okay.
Oh, no, let's not lie now. Let's not lie now. We could go to empty stadiums. No one's watching
St. James
League 1.
Park? Oh,
When they're in the
talking about
Premier League.
League One, and you talk about
Yeah,
League
when
One.
they're in
Okay,
the
okay.
Premier
No, when they're in the Premier League, they will be in there.
Well, I'll pull up pics, Man City, 3rd division, stadium's packed.
What, Old Stadium?
Yeah, main road, it was packed. It's not right.
But that's all the information we have right now. If we get any updates, we got to bring the boys back just to talk about it one more time. And hopefully the next episode I'm on, Luis Suarez is the Premier League champion.